Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, I pre-ordered this directly from Knuckleheadz, I think, about a year ago. Maybe just over a year, I'm not sure, but it's been a long time and I kind of forgot about it. And then randomly got an email letting me know that it was on the way. But it's a posable, official Art the Clown figure. Comes in beautiful packaging, as you can see. It says Knuckleheadz stylized figure. And there's something to see wherever you look on the box. It dares to go where few films would ever consider. Just some other quotes from the front cover of the DVDs and Blu-rays. And there's Art the Clown. It looks really cool. So let's bust him out, turn him loose, have some fun with him. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Instagram at DingKnight333. Let's just take a look at the underside of the box. There's everyone involved in bringing this piece to us. And then you've got the knuckleheadstoys.com website. Pretty sure that's where I ordered this. Although I guess places like Mad About Horror and Nightmare Toys and all those folks will probably be selling this as well. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check, but that's where I got mine. When I opened up the cardboard box, I also found this big, beautiful, I think it's a sticker, Terrifier. I forget what this effect is called, but it reminds me of the 80s. But it's absolutely gorgeous and pristine, and I will be keeping that safe. Maybe get it framed or something. But that came with it. Very glad about that. Nothing on the other side, and it also came with this card as well. And on the back of that card you've just got the website again and their logo. So it's nice to get those little extras. Those little things mean a lot. Now when you remove the figure in its clamshell, which is really nicely done, figure's very well protective, but there's a beautiful, well, I wouldn't use the word beautiful, but a very cool for photography backdrop in there. That's really nicely done from the looks of things. So that'll be handy for this guy and for the other one that I reviewed as well. That'd be quite handy. It's always nice when you get a backdrop. Well, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, other folks who've got this, but I don't think there's any way to get that backdrop out of there. I think it's part of the box, and if you really want to get that out, you just got to cut it away. I thought it was a separate piece because of a kind of flappy looking bit there, but that seems to be glued. And then the other side doesn't have that, it's just part of the box. So I don't know if I can get to that. I ain't destroying the box because it's a nice box, and I don't want to. Damn it. Okay folks, so this figure out of the packaging, I gotta be honest, it's a love-hate one. There is another video on YouTube that I saw of this one today, and the guy pointed out that the legs, there was something very strange going on where you definitely couldn't get him standing upright. If you get him, you'll know what I mean, but the way the legs join onto his body, it's just weird unless you spread them apart like this. And it's not just spreading them apart, it's kind of like twisting and spreading, that kind of setup. And this is the only way with the legs apart like this that I can get, because the feet won't move kind of up and down too much. So if you have him up somewhere quite high, he won't look too bad. But I think the chap I was watching on YouTube earlier, he actually heated up the legs and separated them at the knee and basically turned the bottom part of the leg backwards, and then he was able to get the figure to stand more upright. But I can't really get him to stand straight up. It kind of has to be like this with the legs, from what I can tell. And the head is very loose. I tried to get him to look up, but this one wouldn't do it. It just drops straight down again. So again, if you got him somewhere high up on a shelf, then it shouldn't be too bad, but low down he's going to be looking at the floor. the honk honk that basically plugs into that hand that he's holding it with, which is pretty nifty. He's got the hacksaw in the other hand. He does come with a knife as well, but I've left it in the box. It's a pretty standard knife. I figured the hacksaw would be a better choice for him. It's a nice looking figure, but it's not perfect, man, for sure. The legs are a pain in the butt, and the looseness of the head is not great either. But visually, you know, for pictures and stuff, I think he's going to look cool, but the legs are a nightmare. I'll see if I do any mods. I'll watch that guy's video again. Sorry to keep calling him that guy. I just wasn't paying attention of the channel name, but I'll flash it up on the video here and you can go check out his video where he was talking about how he fixed the legs. I need to watch it again and see if I need to copy that. Zoom in here so we can see the eyes, hopefully. Kind of like a brown colour. Yeah, see, he's looking down so much I can barely show you the eyes. I'll have to figure out something. I can't lift his head up, it just drops straight down again. Well, I won't be able to display him really on this shelf because it's too low down. Unfortunately, I need to spread out my Art the Clown section. It's not big enough. Got way too much stuff. But there he is. You just have to put him somewhere high up. But once you do, it does look really cool. I mean, he looks really menacing. It is an extreme stance, but I guess that's just the design, you know, the pose they had in mind. With the legs far apart and just waving his weapons around and taunting you with torture. Let's get a look at the face. The eyes are kind of like reddish, which looks really evil. It's pretty nice clean paintwork on him. Especially those eyebrows that are drawn on. There's no mess. Holds on to his accessories well. It's a wide stance, what can I tell you? Those legs are apart. He's got his balance happening, his feet are firmly planted on the shelf, and that's just how it is. Now there is one hell of a double bend in the knee, which will allow you to have him kneeling down like this, which helps you see the face better, because you can get him more upright. It's just you've got to get him on his knees to do it. But it's an option. It's a hell of a bend. And you can see there, very bendy knees. It's an interesting figure, isn't it? Interesting choices made, but visually very impressive, I think. He loves that hacksaw. Underneath the shoes looks good. See, I keep going to finish the video and then going back to the figure to just tweak the legs a bit more to just see if I'm really doing it right, and I noticed that as I was trying to get the legs to not be quite as spread apart, it helps if you turn the feet and kind of position them forward as well. I think before I had them quite kind of facing out to the sides. So I've managed to bring the legs in a little bit closer, turn the feet forward, and got them a little bit more upright now. It doesn't look too bad. Got him looking good from the front, but when you look at it from the side you can see he's very close to tipping backwards. It's happened a few times. I keep tweaking the legs to try and stop it from happening, but we'll see how it goes. I'll leave him here overnight, see if he's still standing up when I come back in later. Just change the pose a little bit and see what I can get out of him, but I'll give you my final thoughts and a score out of 10, folks. I can't really go higher than a 7 out of 10. It's good, but it's a bit frustrating to work with. The legs are a bit awkward, that's for sure, and the head is very loose and just kind of drops down. The arms are good, and he does look quite cool. There's no doubt about it. It's David Howard Thornton's Art the Clown is definitely in there. Stylized as it may be, you can still see him, and that's cool. You make a nice addition to your Art the Clown collection. Can't overly recommend it, again, because it's quite difficult to well, he's meant to be how he's meant to be. I guess it just is what it is. You're supposed to have the legs like this, and then you can do what you want with the arms, but the head's going to be kind of tilted down all the time, and he's going to always have his legs apart like this. But I guess that's just what they were going for. So just know that going in. But I don't know, is it going to end up selling out, or they just won't make any more and then you'll have to pay a fortune for it on eBay in years to come, and which it would not be worth that kind of money. So maybe best to just grab it now retail if you're a big Art the Clown fan and you're getting a collection together. Might be worth just getting this done sooner rather than later. Just like I say, know what you're going in to with him. But it does look nice. I like the paintwork, the expression, and he does look pretty badass on the shelf as long as he's up quite high. So that's it, about a 7 out of 10. Glad to have him. He does look cool. Alright guys, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at dnight333. I'll see you soon, take it easy, bye bye.